What's up, y'all? So we got to talk about former NFL star Antonio Brown and how he just basically, threw his life away. Yeah, he's absolutely cooked as far as I know. We got this article here. It says ex NFL star Antonio Brown charged with attempted murder in Miami, Florida. Oh man, that's a beautiful mugshot of the former star. Man, he just completely went into a downward spiral after he just up and quit the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think towards the end of the game. I mean, he just took his helmet off, walked through the barricades, and just left the arena. I remember watching that clip when it first happened. Man, he has just completely lost his mind. Anyways, former Pittsburgh Steelers star receiver Antonio Brown has been charged with attempted murder in Miami. Brown is being sought for by police in Miami-Dade County on the charge, which is related to a shooting that happened outside a celebrity boxing event just after midnight on May 16th in the Little Haiti neighborhood of Miami. All this over altercation, man. That's not good. Police were called to the scene just before midnight following the reports of gunfire. An off-duty officer working the security at the event told the investigators that he saw Brown engaged in a physical altercation. The former receiver was initially detained by police and released hours later. At the time, he claimed he was jumped in an attempted robbery outside a brand risk boxing event hosted by the streamer Adin Ross. Footage posted on social media showed the incident as Brown seemed to be engaged in a fight with several men before he fell. The footage then showed him kicking a man on the ground before it cut to the sounds of what people stated were gunshots being fired. Another video showed Brown in handcuffs being led away by police, but he was then released. On June 11th, a judge signed the warrant, which listed a charge of attempted murder with a firearm. The warrant called for the ex receiver to post a $10,000 bond and to be placed under house arrest pending a trial. Bystanders in the parking lot told police Brown was the shooter of in the incident, through no weapon had been discovered on him when they patted him down. The warrant noted. The warrant mentioned that police had found a pair of used shell casings and an empty gun holster. The warrant noted that the detectives with the Miami police acquired video footage that showed the ex receiver punching another man, which kicked off the fracas. It then seemed to show him taking the gun of a security officer before moving toward the person he punched. Jesus Christ, this is just all over the place. Either he really did have that gun or he didn't. You know what I mean? A cell phone video recorded two gunshots occurring when Brown came toward the victim and showed him ducking. Oh. The victim told police Brown began to run toward him with a firearm after the fight was stopped, according to the warrant. The alleged victim also told police that one bullet may have grazed his neck. Ugh. Mm. Mm-mm. The person identified in the alleged attempted murder on surveillance footage, he told investigators he had known since 2022. In late 2022, a resurfaced video showed that Brown moved an unidentified woman on vacation in Dubai. I remember seeing that video. That video was nasty work, bro. If you remember when that video was out, that was absolutely disgusting work by Antonio Brown. Absolutely disgusting work, and that's the end of the article right there. Yeah, this dude is cooked. He completely threw away. He still had some good years left in him in the NFL. If he had just stuck around for maybe another 5, 6, maybe 7 years, he had that left. He could have stacked up a few more millions and then retired after that. But he just up and quit after that game that he had with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He just took off his cleats, his gloves, his helmet, everything, and just left. He took off his jersey and his shoulder pads and everything, and he just walked the hell out. He's like, man, I'm done. I'm out of here. I don't want to do this anymore. I was like, wow, man, this man has really, and I mean really, just thrown his life away, and now he's about to. Now I think as of right now, he is on the run and has not turned himself in as the recording of this video. And this article was posted 2 days ago. I meant to talk about it sooner, but other things came up. But yeah, it's pretty much over for Antonio Brown, in my opinion. I don't. His life is basically over, and he has no one to blame but himself for his antics at this point. Can't blame it on his, like, I think he had some like head trauma a long time ago. That he got injured, and he hasn't really been the same since. And then, ever since he got cut from the Pittsburgh Steelers that first time, there was story after story after story about him just getting into some wild and crazy antics. Then he starts doing these wild interviews saying crazy shit, like on some Orlando Brown type shit. He tried to be a rapper, and I highly encourage you, don't go listen to any of that shit. It'll completely make your ears bleed, like it did mine. And with that being said, that's all I got to say about this. Let me know what you guys think about. Do you think Antonio Brown is gonna be? Is he gonna be a free man soon? Will he beat all this stuff? I personally don't think so. But let me know what y'all think. If you made it to the end of this video, I really do appreciate it. Make sure y'all give this video a like this video, share this video, and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Also, hit the description hit the link in my description if you want to support this channel directly and follow me on other social media platforms. And until then, I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.